It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us here for our Hokey video blog. Hope everybody's doing well this morning and enjoyed the weather over the past couple of days. We saw 73 degrees on Friday, 60 degrees yesterday, and now we're not even going to hold a candle to both of those temperatures as the cold air behind yesterday morning's cold front finally kicks in and gives us temps in the 40s as we head throughout the next few days. I know that's not what you want to hear, especially after we were spoiled so rotten by the weather during the end of last week. Let's get you through today's Hokey weather fact first before we start to talk about snow chances. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's something we do have to deal with, especially as we go throughout your early Tuesday. Today's Hokey weather fact, though, we're dispelling another myth. Yesterday we talked about how eggs couldn't balance on one end, better during an equinox than any other time of the year. Now we're talking about water flowing down a drain or a toilet. You may have heard some folks say, if you go down to the southern hemisphere, maybe to South America or southern portions of Africa, that the water spins in a different direction than it does here in the northern hemisphere when it drains, due to the Coriolis effect, something we all learned in elementary and middle school, maybe even high school for some of us. The problem is the Coriolis effect only affects systems, or really areas, that are huge in size. We're talking multiple miles in diameter, like a large line of thunderstorms that begins to rotate due to that, maybe a hurricane, even an area of low or high pressure that's pretty large. So, a toilet or a drain doesn't meet that standard. The reason they spin in opposite directions, and really that's not by hemisphere, that's just by design, is because of the shape of the bowl that's in question. Sometimes it'll channel the weather or the water one way or another, depending on the design of it. So it's not the Coriolis effect. You can go down to the southern hemisphere and easily find drains and toilets that flow in the same direction as they do here in the northern hemisphere. I know there's one YouTube video in particular where a guy goes from one side of the hemisphere to the other. He actually crosses the line. There's an area where you can do that there in Central and Southern America. The problem is that video is just a prank. It's a hoax. It's a guy doing some different things with the actual flow of the water instead of it actually being because of the hemispheres. All right, so now you know about that. You can tell your friends that water flows in the same direction regardless in the different hemispheres. On the Storm Tracker 3D radar this morning, nice and quiet. We had a few of those showers to our south, southern Adair County and the like. Earlier, they flowed off to the east. You can see a little bit of a mix there out toward London, eastern Kentucky. That's not going to be affecting us. If you look out to the west, yes, the clouds are starting to break up, and that's going to mean a mostly sunny day by this afternoon. All those snow showers in the Boot Hill of Missouri have all dissipated, and that's going to mean nice conditions here as we go throughout the day, just by the sky condition and by all the sunshine, but not by temperature. We only get up to 47 degrees this afternoon. That's going to be caused by an area of high pressure coming from the Dakotas and moving into the Great Lakes region, and then we get this northerly component of wind flow from Canada in here, and that's going to mean cool weather as we go throughout your Monday, your Tuesday, even into your Wednesday. We finally recover as we head into your Thursday and Friday. The issue here is that with this cold air in place, one of these little clipper systems is going to get going up here in Alberta, Canada, and begin to trek its way southeastward right on in to the metro Louisville area. And you've probably heard us say the word clipper system way too many times this winter. We're still saying it during the spring, and we all know what that means, snow. We are going to see the potential for some snow as we head throughout your early Tuesday. Let's time it out. This is Futurecast powered by the North American Mesoscale model, the NAM, and you can see it spreads a swath of snow pretty much from Evansville on up to Cincinnati early Tuesday morning. Could that affect the Tuesday morning commute? It is very possible. The thing we have going for us, though, is that temperatures on the roadways, those pavement temperatures like we talked about during our last little snow event, will be considerably higher than what they would usually be during the winter time. So the snow is really not going to be sticking to the roads all that much. Mostly the grassy areas, elevated surfaces are at most risk of any snow accumulation. And this NAM model right here, I think, is being too bullish with how much snow we get. In fact, let's show you what it's saying right now. The NAM model paints about 1 to 2 inch snow to our north, basically north of, say, Clark County, the Clarksville area, into Salem, Seymour, Bedford, North Vernon. That's too high. I don't think it's going to be that much of a snowfall accumulation. I'm more a fan of what the GFS model is doing here and spreading just very light snowfall amounts as we go throughout early Tuesday morning, on the order of a half an inch or so. That's more of the sensible weather impact, I think, that we'll see through this. Maybe areas to our north in Indianapolis on toward Dayton see maybe up to an inch or so, but really this is going to be a very minor snowfall event. I would not worry about this one. We're getting pretty late in the season here for these kind of snows. In fact, with it being March 23rd, I think over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing the snow potential waning from any one of these systems moving through. That may give us a small snowfall or two. Overall, though, it's going to be warming up as we head throughout Wednesday through Friday. Eventually, we make it to the beloved 60-degree mark by your Thursday. Then that increases our chance for some thunderstorms as we go throughout your Friday. At this point, it does look like there will be some instability to work with. It's still too early to determine the strength of these storms. But even after that system, there's a system coming through during the early part, I should say, of your April. So that first week of April may trigger some more storms. So I think we're heading into a pattern that, while cooler than average, we'll be seeing more thunderstorms than what we have over the past weeks. So we're heading into more of a stormy pattern, not so much a snowy pattern, but still, it's going to be cooler than it should be for this time of year, and certainly cooler than what we've seen in years past during this time of the year. Brian Good will be here this evening. He'll get you through the 6 and 11 o'clock news this evening on your Sunday night. We hope you all have a great Sunday. Enjoy it. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Thanks for watching.